Another day, another dollar on this beautiful Sunday. Back in Tennessee, man. We had a long drive from Texas, about 11 hours. I ain't gonna bore y'all too long, but I'm gonna bore you real good. So, before I left property insurance school, they wanted us to test out, make sure we knew what we was doing. So, I figured I'd go ahead and use this opportunity to show you guys and tell you guys what it is that we doing as independent insurance adjusters. I'm licensed too, by the way. But let's say, for example, you got a property. This one right here, you got a property. Let's say a car slams through the house. Well, as an insurance adjuster, I would have to come out, take photos of the damage, and estimate how much it would cost to rebuild this house or rebuild the wall back to this the way it is right now. Okay, so in order to do that, obviously I gotta take measurements of the walls, inside and outside, sketch it out, and then I would basically have to order all the pieces it would take to put this house back together, from the brick to the framing to the installation to the drywall. I'll just show you guys on laptop so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Then we'll come back with the rest of the video. Alright, so this is the only video I got in this room, but this is the room that I got to sketch, the one I'm walking in now. Alright, we're going to, y'all can see how it's built. Fencing. So got the water today, huh? The windows. Got the water today. How it's angled. This is the only room I'm looking at right now. So the car slams in where the tape is. That's the inside. This is the outside. How much would it cost to repair all the damage? Alright, so real quick I'll show you how much it would cost. So let's see, zip code. We're gonna use my zip code, today's date. Let's download the current prices at the store. Let that load up for a second. Alright. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. What's the tax rate? I don't know. Let's say the tax rate is 7.5. Yep, there we go. Okay, here we go. So alright, so this is the room right here. It's real simple. You sketch it out. Of course, you gotta measure the room. Let's take it 3D. So when we walked in, if you look at the video, we walked in through this door here, and I was walking over here to this door. So this is the actual sketch. We had these little windows here. We had a door right here. It was another room back through here. And where the green area is where the car crashed through right here. So we would have to write an estimate on how much it would cost to repair this whole area right here. So of course we would have to redo the floor and redo this wall, replace these windows. So let's see everything that we would have to do. So framing wise, let me hold on, give me 1 second. Bring this up. Okay, here we go. So this is everything we would need as far as the framing, sheathering, the labor, how much the contractors is going to charge to do the framing. These are all the materials as far as the wood, everything you would need to, if you guys ever seen the house when it first get built, they're going to start with all the wood and stuff. So, and these are the actual prices of how much, if you went to the store, how much it would cost today in Nashville. So, as y'all can see, we got to come up with all that. See if I can give y'all some examples. They use all the same pictures. That's the sheathing right there. And then labor is labor, there you go right there. So I'm pretty sure everybody has seen this right here. This would be like the finishing product as far as the framing goes. Then after the framing, of course, you got the brick. They're gonna have to obviously lay some brand new brick. You know, we got the calculation of 32 feet by 10. That was for the whole entire wall that the car slammed through, and it was 32 feet long. Okay, so that was the length, of course. Then you got the half-inch drywall. They use half-inch drywall on the walls, and then it's 5/8 drywall for the ceiling. But we don't have to account for the ceiling. We're just accounting for the wall. Then of course you got. Let me make that picture a little bit bigger so y'all can see. That's the drywall right there. You know, after they put all the wood and stuff in, they come through with the drywall. But before they do the drywall, of course, you got your insulation. So don't forget the installation. They gotta put that in. Then you got your baseboards, and I'm not going in any particular order. I'm just, you know, because I'm still learning the order, but I just know what needs to come across. Then of course they had to seal the room, prime it, repaint it. You got your windows. They gotta put windows in. Then you got your floor, which is gonna cost the most. You're gonna have to replace that tile that y'all seen on the floor when we walked in, which I don't know why tiling costs so much. The tiling by itself to replace the floor is $10,000. So the floor in itself is a lot of money. Then of course they're gonna charge some type of cleaning fee. So after they get done building everything back up, you gotta pay them to clean up the mess. You know how they go. And then if it's couches or anything inside the room, you'll have to pay them to obviously take everything out so they can, you know, rebuild the room and then put it back in, put everything back in. So, you know, they'll pay a little thing for that. Then you gotta paint the baseboards along with the wall too. So, you know, so you gotta kind of know construction. If you don't know construction, that's fine too, because obviously Andrew didn't know construction. But you have to pay to take classes to learn because, like I said, man, it's a lot of money. So the total bill, and then of course you would take photos too. So this was the outside wall right here. That was the inside of the wall. Like I said, we got the door, the windows. So you got to know all this. And that's like a picture of an actual car crashing through the wall. Okay, so let's go over to the total. Let's preview it. So the bill would run something like this. The person got $180,000 policy limit. Their deductible is $1,000, which means they pay $1,000, and we will cover the rest depending on the damages. So this would be the bill right here, man. This is for the framing. As y'all can see, you got all your measurements in there. And this would be like the actual bill too. This ain't, you know, mine is whatever I'm missing, because you know, if you do construction, maybe you guys looking at this and you say, hey, Andrew, well, you forgot this. Okay, well let me know, because I can add that in there and get some more money. Because the more you know, the more you earn. Okay, but I'm brand new, so you know I don't know everything. So let me know so I can add it to this and rack up the bill. Okay, because I'm just a check writer, so I'm just showing you guys what you would actually have to do in real life. So, and that's why I was telling you guys that, you know, somebody like me that's doing independent cat insurance adjusting, we just waiting for major hurricanes to hit, because we know it's gonna be massive damage, massive bills, and a lot of money for us to make. Okay, so this bill right here, it's gonna be about $17,722 to redo that house or redo that wall. You know, you got your taxes in now, and to estimate this damage only took me 2 hours. It only took 2 hours to do from start to finish. You know, we got the installation, we got the label, we got the painting, we got the windows. We might not have the right type of windows, but you know, we got the drywall, demolition, cleaning, framing. Okay, We got our photos for the insurance, and then we got a blueprint of the actual room that was affected, okay, with all the measurements. So that's basically what we have to do, man. I ain't trying to bore y'all because I know some of y'all, don't care too much. But so out of this $17,000 bill, okay, let's just see how much money I would make out of that for 2 hours of work. So the bill was $17,400. Okay, give me a second. Let me pull up a fee schedule. All right, I just got the fee schedule right here. Let me pull up a calculator. Oops. Oh, there you go, right there. Oh, what did I say the bill was? $17,400. So we right here in this category right here. So 1,000, 1,100. Let's say the company is paying 60%. Let's do 60%. Okay, so for 2 hours of work, I get $660. So how this works is it's actually a split. Whoever you get your work from, usually they get 40%. You get 60% of this total number right here. So for 2 hours of work, I would have got $660 and went on to the next house. And the rule of thumb, man, if you in a hurricane, brand new, you trying to do 2 to 3 claims a day. For the people that know what they're doing, they try and do 7 a day. Okay, so let's just say I was going from house to house at 660. Okay, because in a hurricane, you just think about how much damage would be done. Okay, so 660. Let's just say I did. We're gonna take a low number. 2 claims a day. 7 days a week. That's how much I would earn just doing 2 claims a day, 7 days a week, as long as the damage is between $15,000 to $25,000, which obviously in the hurricane, category 3 or higher, come down your street, hitting houses, commercial property. As long as it's some type of property, you probably gonna have this much damage. If it's a car, that much damage is probably gonna be a total, just a loss. But I don't do auto, so I don't know. But I know with property, that's about how much it would cost. Let's just say you don't have let's do 0 to 2,500. Okay, let's do that. So something is 0 to 2,500. That's, let's say $0 for example. That's me showing up. Let's say you got a fence that's knocked over. I show up. I see the fence is knocked over, but I see that you knocked the fence over yourself. Obviously we just gonna deny the coverage, and I'm gonna be gone. So for that, 450 times 60%, just for me to show up and say, let's say you badge a car into the fence. Okay, well, they're giving me $270 just to show up. I guess take photos and leave. Alright, but y'all get the idea though. Let me go ahead and stop this video. If y'all got questions, get down below. They got other fees too if you guys want to see. I'm not familiar with all the rest of these fees, but if y'all just want to know. But there you have it, man. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. So we just left the laptop, and I'm showing y'all my new skill that I learned and how we put all this insurance together. So we started off learning policy, taking quizzes, taking tests, learning homeowners policy, commercial policy, farm policy, marine policy, auto policy, a bunch of different policies. Although my particular job is going to be dealing with insurance adjusting, making estimates. And because we're dealing with the insurance companies, that's why we got to learn policy. But the job is actually going to be writing property estimates. That's all you're going to be doing. And it's a real good skill to learn, I would say so. Like I said, I didn't know anything about property or what goes into, building homes or walls or the prices, anything like that. Oh, I didn't know how to make blueprints either. I didn't know how to make blueprints. You know, now I could, you know, draw up my own house, make a whole blueprint, stairs, elevator, whatever I want. Get an estimate of how much it would cost from scratch to build a home from scratch. I could do that right now, you know. So it's a real good skill to learn. I just got to improve my construction side of the business. And when I say improve the construction side of the business, learning what goes into building, you know, everything involved with a property. Because I don't know everything right now. And that's why I'm just focusing on property right now instead of auto. Because obviously, auto, you would have to learn how much it would cost to, you know, let's say somebody hit a head on collision. You got to know how much it's going to cost to replace all that, including the engine. If you know, if you got to replace the engine or bumper, lights, grill, how much the body shop would charge to paint all that, you got to know all that. So it is something that I would like to learn, but right now I'm just focusing on property, trying to do a little bit at a time. But like I said, I just got back to Tennessee, so I'm finna make a phone call right quick. Make a phone call right quick and get some money. I need to make a refund. I need to get a refund for this trip I just took to Texas for the hotels and stuff. Hotels, food, I need a full refund on all that. So I'll make a phone call right quick and I'm gonna give me a load for the day. I'm gonna charge them whatever I just paid for this trip and I'm gonna go do it and be back at the house later on tonight with all my money back in my pocket. Why? Because I own everything. I got my own authority, and unfortunately, I can do things like that. So that's what I'm finna go do right now. I'm finna literally go make a phone call and get some money. But authority ain't worth it though.